How did your young quarterback, Zach Wilson, use his time away before he was medically clear?
He's been good. He had he's been going through his rehab schedule. He's been studying. He's been putting in extra time with his position coach and spending extra time on the football field. We've been able to get some 7-on-7 work with him. So he's been doing a really nice job preparing himself, and it's time to go now.
He's a competitive son of a gun, but how do you keep that while also saying, hey, listen, whenever you get out there, you don't have to make up for lost time?
Yeah, no, he doesn't. There's 10 guys around him that got to help him. There's also a defense that's got to help him. There's special teams. There's us as coaches. So it's not a one-man show. He doesn't have to do it by himself, and just know that he's a piece of the puzzle. He's not the puzzle, but a piece of the puzzle, and as long as we're all connecting together, we'll create a pretty cool piece of that.
Some starts and stops offensively, but can you talk about the playmakers that you see developing here on the offensive side of the ball?
Yeah, it's a young group. Obviously, Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, Brees Hall, Michael Carter, and then Conklin had a good day on Sunday. Corey's such a big body. Throw Barrios in there. We got a really cool group of guys, and it's just a matter of, again, there's an art to playing with one another. There's an art to the coordinator getting all the guys in the right position to make plays. There's an art to run blocking and protecting, and the quarterback having that in sync relationship with his receivers and back for that matter. So there's a lot of different things in play as they continue to grow and get to build this thing. We've created a lot of explosive plays on offense. We're just not getting across the goal line, and eventually it's going to click where that's going to happen at a high rate.
I know we can say this about each of your rookies, but specifically Brees Hall. How much better is he getting each week?
He's getting a lot better. Every time he touches the ball, he's an explosive waiting to happen. And we've got to do a great job just trying to mix him in, because he is a great complement to Michael Carter also, and they complement each other very well.
The juggling continues for you guys at tackle, but what can you say about Max Mitchell? Forcing the lineup in week one, and here's a guy who's been playing along a really elite offensive lineman, Elijah Vera Tucker, and Mitchell does not look out of place.
No, he's doing a great job. He's a lot further ahead than we thought he'd be. Like we said, we drafted him in the 4th round and expected him to have a redshirt year, if you will, but this league is a war of attrition, and he has stepped right in. He's done a really nice job. Obviously, he's got a lot to improve on, but really pleased with the direction he's going. He's going to be a good football player for a very long time.
Defensively, as we look ahead to the Pittsburgh Steelers, how key is it going to be keeping Mitch Trubisky in the pocket? And that's one of the things that you were talking about after the game, that, hey, we can't let the quarterback escape.
Yeah, there's, for us, for the defense, it's going to come down to third down, keeping the quarterback in the pocket, and third down. Our first and second down defense has been doing a nice job. We're getting into advantageous situations on third down, and I think 7 of our 10 touchdowns allowed this year have come on third down, and those, which are critical money downs, which is where our rushing coverage, which we pride ourselves on, has got to step up and make plays. And we feel like we're really close, and like everything else, it's a matter of just piecing everything together and playing complementary football on that side of the ball to where we're getting off the field when we need to.
You've had the lead for 22 seconds in 3 games. How does the dynamic change, both offensively and defensively, if you actually do have the lead?
It changes. We had our opportunities last week too. You've got 7-3 ball in our hands and a chance to score off the turnover, and we end up with a field goal. We also have the 3 and out, and we get the unsportsmanlike penalty on the quarterback on a 3 and out where we could have had the ball. So we're having our ops. And if we can get a lead, we do feel like we'd be able to lean on our offensive and defensive lines to do some damage. And you're just looking for opportunities to close the game in the fourth quarter, which we had the opportunity in Cleveland. And they did give us the op, and we did close the door. But you want to get as many of those opportunities as you can, so you can do it.
What are you seeing from the Steelers offensively? Obviously, new quarterback, and not a lot of production in terms of points so far early in the season, but they're playmakers at every level.
Yeah, they've got big, strong, fast receivers. They got a big back. They got a solid offensive line. They do a really nice job with regards to their scheme and creating a lot of run-pass issues for the secondary and the linebackers. So it's going to be a challenge from a defensive standpoint. Offensively, going against a defense that's really dynamic in terms of just their playmakers. Obviously, they don't have TJ, which helps, but it doesn't really say much when you got Minka and Casey Hayward. And they got a lot of players on that defense that just fly around. So it's going to be a challenge. This AFC North is no joke, and it's the last one for us. But at the same time, we're excited about the opportunity to get after it too.
What changes for that offensive line playing against a 3-4 front?
Obviously, the targeting and all that changes. They're bigger bodies. They're less penetration, more read, if you will. But coverage is coverage. And so when it comes down to it, it's about moving people off the line of scrimmage.
I know the goal here is sustained success. When you look across the sideline, you see Tomlin, who took over in 2007. What do you think?
Can only dream. Can only dream that, and hopefully we get a run like that. That's every time I get a chance to talk to him. His run is deserved. It's earned. He's one of the better coaches in football, and he's an inspiration in the sense that we'd love to do it here in New York.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.